addressing what is depression. So according to the DSM IV, which is the Diagnosis of Disease manual that we all use, that the last one was written in 2000, a depressed mood during most of the day, particularly in the morning, these are the 9 symptoms that add up to depression. And you watch, because I bet you, all of us, have had some of these 9 symptoms, so we could probably classify as depressed. Fatigue or loss of energy almost every day. Feelings of worthlessness or guilt almost every day. Impaired concentration, indecisiveness. Insomnia or excessive sleeping almost every day. Markedly diminished interest or pleasure in almost all activities nearly every day. Recurring thoughts of death or suicide. A sense of restlessness known as psychomotor agitation, or being slowed down as retardation, physical retardation. Significant weight loss or weight gain, I mean a change of more than 5% of body weight in a month. And depression has to be at least, in order to, if you fit into these criteria, and as I said, I find it ironic because as a practicing physician and as a human being, I think that all of us agree that these criteria are kind of ridiculous because we all experience them at some point in our lives. So anyway, if you experience this for at least 2 weeks, you actually qualify as being depressed and qualify to actually be treated with medication. Well, I say, with my experience and with the thousands of patients I take care of, that that's actually kind of irrational, because all of us have these symptoms. So now if you go to the National Institutes of Mental Health, their symptomatology to diagnose depression are difficulty in concentration, remembering details, making decisions, fatigue and decreased energy, feelings of guilt, worthlessness, and or helplessness, feelings of hopelessness and or pessimism, insomnia, early morning wakefulness, or too much sleeping, irritability and restlessness, and it goes on and on. And the thing is that this is a problem as far as I'm concerned, because all of us experience symptoms, but let's see if we can tie them to other things. And if you can tie them to logical things, like if you lost a loved one, if you were in a relationship that was very important to you and you lost the relationship, if you are laid off at work, and this huge depression epidemic is now getting worse, and this has been the worst year for depression diagnosis and treatment in decades, because if you think about it, the economy is bad, the job situation is bad, finances are a problem, and does that mean that we're depressed and you should take an antidepressant? And my answer is unequivocally no. Because the only person who stands to gain out of you taking an antidepressant for reasons that make you depressed that are logical and make sense is the drug company. And honestly speaking,